We have a new embedded quality standards, very difficult to meet. When Minister released this, just because of Copenhagen, he never thought what will happen. Not even a single city of India can meet this embedded quality standards, what they call PM 2.5 or PM 10. Then why? All Pune people should feel pride. We say clean and green Pune. If you go to Delhi, they say same, clean and green Delhi. Any city, we find very big boards. But if I request you, just raise hand. How many you or how many of us are disposing garbage? I think this is the first area where we are lacking, and city cannot be clean or city cannot be green. The little area which is available outside the houses, we have converted into pavement just to park our cars. And how the groundwater recharge will take place, government planning or individual planning. I believe that we must go for what we call individual social responsibility, ISR, not the CSR, because CSR is already in the pipeline. How many of us can say that we are not using plastic bags? Plastic means SDP, because the Delhi government say plastic, so it is in our culture. And what is sustainability? Next time when you have a visitor from Pune, please give him a tulsi pot rather than a bouquet. And that you can suggest, Professor Joshi, to your admirers also, how many bouquets coming to you since 2 days. So tulsi gives oxygen even in the light with this little sunlight. And we can take, maybe that was the reason every Hindu was keeping a tulsi, at what we used to say, "Main tulsi tere aangan ki." I'm sorry, I'm not criticizing, but the question is little knowledge, whatever I have, we must know. I was very happy when I saw this newspaper bag, very environment friendly. This bag, very environment friendly, and this is very environment unfriendly. There was no need to pack it. Decide today, all gift you will give with newspaper wrapping only, and put little red roli or tilak on it, make a Om or swastik, and write Allah if you are giving it to Muhammadan, you know. This change has to come in us, which is not coming. And we have fear from NGOs. Any industry, everybody has a fear from NGO. When Sunita Narayan criticized Coke, she was right. But it's easy to buy the minister, and everybody says she is wrong. Groundwater quality is bad in every city. Then Coca-Cola must treat it properly. And afterwards, if you remember the ad which was on TV, it said, we measure same quality standards what we do in US. I am not interested what quality standards you are measuring. I am saying give us the same quality of Coke what you are supplying in US. And if Indians decide today that for 3 days we will not drink Coke, I am sure Coca-Cola will run out of this country. Same thing with onion also. If it is costly, if BJP can lose election because of onion, please decide we will not take onion if it is costly. I am not taking sugar since 1973 when I was in BSc. I am very healthy today even. Why we need sugar? And sugar price was high because Sharad Pawar first suggested let's export sugar and then import sugar. It's all politicians which are changing the things. And Sharad Pawar is from this area, I am sorry. Next please. Social challenges. This is one area where Indian industry was doing very good. If you remember 1970s, early 60s, industry used to give blankets in the area if it is cold. Diwali gift, that was also social. But today you have to retain the people, you must look after, we have more HR policies. Social initiative for the vicinity where you operate in the industry. Villagers has to certainly fight with the people because in one plant which is just 500 meters from your house, we have electricity, we have water of good quality, we have cars, all new, and same person who has given land to us, he is without drainage, without water, without food, without a job. When government is allotting the land, they say 50% people should be from Himachal, for example. But how we manipulate? We find a person whose name is Himachali. I agree, senior positions are not available, but why you have to bring contract labor from Bihar? Why not from Himachal? Why not train those unskilled labor into skilled? Start an ITI right inside the complex. When you can put up a plant of 1,000 crore rupees, you can certainly go for 1 crore rupees for these developments also. So social things were there, but they were not in a very planned fashion. Next, please. I have 15 minutes. I think I am going slow a little. I'll fast now. Internal challenges. Maintain the company reputation. When X is writing the sustainability report, I should also. And we are reducing our risk of liabilities and other associated costs. Next, please. So today sustainability is an integral part at the Jubilant. We maximize our economic, social, environmental performance through effective engagement with all the stakeholders with whom we work, whether it is with labor, whether it is vicinity people who are residing, our suppliers and our customers also. Next, please. This is what we call the TBL, Social Environmental Economics, nothing new. Next, please. So what we thought when we started journey, let's convert our all challenges into opportunity, starting from environment or social. How can we do business decisions with operational activities and generate sustainable outcomes? I will show you a slide. Roughly 86% of money we generate, we are distributing. And how can sustainability and CSR and compliance be integrated into business to improve our competitiveness, capacity, as well as the performance? Next, please. So we started journey 2009. Last 4 reports are A+. We learned this year and we thought let's go and sign for Global Compact Network also. And another example, when CDP is a NGO from UK, 2008 CDP wrote to Jubilant CMD that please disclose. They just kept the paper inside. 2009 when I joined, the papers came to me but they were late. I said, why? When we are putting our GHG mission in sustainability, what is the problem in reporting to CDP also? So this year we reported to CDP also. So this transparency is coming. Now when we are reporting our carbon footprints to CDP, certainly these are the scope 1 and scope 2. Scope 3 we are not. Scope 3 means the person who are traveling from office to work or from work to other workplace, that we are not counting. But maybe in future we will do that also. Next, please. This is just the copies which are available on the website. But 2009 when I joined, I learned a lesson. We used to see what is our path forward. If I am upgrading my effluent treatment plant in Nanjangud, I will say we will upgrade our ETP in Nanjangud. That is not path forward. This year I requested all the department, please come forward, suggest what you are doing. We had a long discussion with IT. Please go for video conferencing. Why we should travel? Every human activity, the birth of a child is even not environment friendly. My coming here is not environment friendly. But what we can do, that in one stroke, at least if we are doing 4 work, then you can reduce your impact on each work. So we learned this, and 2010 we improved, and 2011 further we will improve. Next, please. We go for monthly data system. This MIS we introduced last year. It was very difficult. When you go to a plant, 8 locations, 3 in America, North America, 11 locations, 4 R&D, 15 locations, you want some information. They feel that it is part of the sustainability team of the head office. So we put a MIS. All generation, whatever data we want, you have to put every month on MIS. We review that. Then we go for quarterly review. Then we go for internal audit every 6 months. Find out where we have non-compliance. We improve those non-compliance. Again internal audit in the month of March, and then external audit by Ernst & Young in the month of April, May, after writing the report, draft report, and they verify, and then only they get the assurance statement. Next, please. Difficulties, as I mentioned, this year we have formed a sustainability council at the head office. We are training all our people through sustainability reporting, what we call Cronus A, which is from the Manchester University, a software on sustainability reporting. First training I had for my CEOs and executive directors. People are not aware. They are very happy to see the report, but what is inside they are not aware. Why we are writing sustainability report they were not aware. Why we write sustainability report they are not aware. ED of finance wants it because when he is going for investors meet, requesting everybody, please come invest money. That is the time somebody is asking, so yes, he can give this report. So this year we have trained all our senior executives, so-called CEOs and EDs on sustainability reporting. Next please. This path forward I already told you that we requested everybody, please come forward what you would like to do. In climate change initiative, after releasing the policy last year on June 5th, from Noida head office where we have a strength of 400 persons and 2 R&Ds, I am saving roughly 4 lakh rupees per month from electricity conservation only. So first thing I will suggest next time when we have some small gathering, please come forward, switch off the light of the side, because whatever energy you save is energy produced. And whatever you are saving here, you are saving the burning of coal, the emission of CO2, the generation of fly ash, and many more transportation and other activities once you have those things. Waste minimization and so on. Next please. Many policies, it is the requirement either because of the corporate law, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, we have them, we have sustainability policy, policy on HIV AIDS because trackers are there, many. All the industries are working on HIV and AIDS, 2 reasons, because money is available from ILO. I am sorry, I am giving you the correct picture. And second thing, we have a good amount of fleet for trucks and all. But if you go to these truckers and find out, maybe they are not aware. Somewhere our systems are lacking, and where we have to knock, and which we learn through these reporting, disclosure, performance evaluation. Next please. Performance. See, if you see here, our company's revenue ending March 2010 is about $813 million, which has grown with a CAGR of 28%. Economic value distribution is about 86% to all our stakeholders. Over last 3 years, increase in economic value distribution for employees is about 93%, government 31%, taxes, excise and all, suppliers, vendors 43%, and community development 101%. Not because suddenly we thought to increase this. Jubilant Bharti Foundation was formed in 2008. That time the budget was 65 lakhs or crore. This year when it has gone up, that is the reason it is showing 101%. Next please. We have our initiatives for environment which we learned during reporting is basically energy and water conservation, reduction in greenhouse gas emission, reduction of fresh water consumption and 100% effluent treatment. All our plants are zero discharge.